again, sorry about that. This is Lydia in the All the Way Up radio show, and we are at 10 o'clock today. Generally, we're at 10:30 on Wednesdays, but we're trying something a little new with the slot change, so I am excited to be with you at 10 o'clock on Wednesday. Again, today's show is sponsored by Precise Business Management for all your accounting and tax needs. So if you're a small business owner and you need some help with your bookkeeping or accounting or just figuring out your business, where to go next, or how to sustain your business in this recession, give Precise a call at 702-781-8814. 702-781-8814. Again, this is Lydia your favorite accountant, and you're listening to the All the Way Up radio show at 10 o'clock on Wednesday. So yesterday, I had the honor to be able to be interviewed by a wonderful reporter from the Las Vegas Sun, Brian, and he interviewed me on the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022, and that is something that was just signed into legislation by our current president, Biden, and it's something that we had talked about on yesterday in the interview, and I want to just bring some of those elements from the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 to the show today to talk about how it's going to impact you with regards to your business, how it's going to impact you with regards to taxes. So the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 is the Inflation Reduction Act that the United States has put into law to be able to curb inflation by reducing the deficit in lowering prescription drugs prices and investing in domestic energy production while promoting clean energy solutions. So again, you may have listened to this on the news. It's all over social media and different news outlets to be able to tell you what it's about, what's involved, what's encompassed in this new legislation, and how it's going to affect you. And we're going to talk about that a little bit on today. So again, you're listening to Lydia the All the Way Up radio show, and today's show is sponsored by Precise Business Management for all your accounting and tax needs. So what he talked about in that legislation on how it's going to be able to affect you, mostly I want to talk about the tax credit. So with the tax credit, there's a section in the Internal Revenue Code, Section 45L, that both single and multifamily home builders with $2,000 tax credit for meeting certain energy saving requirements. However, the tax credit expired on the end of 2021, leaving home builders waiting for it to be renewed. And with the Inflation Reduction Act in 2022 that was signed by President Biden, it extended the 45L credit for homes sold or leased during 2022 with little modification, though residents that sold or leased in 2022 will qualify for the 45L credit using the 2021 energy efficiency standards. So the same standards that were required in 2021 has been extended under this Inflation Reduction Act for home owners and home builders. So, however, as of January 1st, 2023 through December 2032, the Act has significantly changed, and as far as home credits. So you want to make sure that you know what those credits apply to you as home builders and what you're doing. So they have changed significantly. So between January of 2023 to December 2032, they've changed, but they've extended it. So it has not expired. So they have extended it underneath this new legislation. So that's one of the things I wanted to make sure that my audience knew. If you are a home builder and you are in that industry, to know that a piece of legislation in the Inflation Reduction Act that applied to you. Beginning in 2023, the Act provides an increase of the credit to $2,500 for single families and manufactured homes when constructing according to the standards set by the Energy Star residential new construction. So it was a credit for $2,000, and the credit has increased to $2,500. So it's so important to be able to know if you're putting in, for example, It includes a 10-year extension on homeowners credit for solar projects like rooftops or solar panels. This credit could also benefit you if you purchase an energy-efficient water heater, water pump, or HVAC system. So this credit has increased at the beginning of 2023, which would be next year, and it is extended for this particular year if you, for example, going to include any of the solar panels or rooftop solar panels or any energy-efficient heaters or water pumps or HVAC systems. So it's really important to know how this is going to affect you if you are a homeowner or if you are a manufacturing of homes. And again, with regards to this credit and what applies to you as a homeowner, always listen to my dear friend Roland Daniels and his show that he has here on Power 88 on Tuesdays. So again, listen to Roland Daniels. He talks about mortgages and homes here on Power 88 and give you more insight on what that looks like as a homeowner or if you're looking to buy a home. So let's dive back into the Inflation Reduction Act that was just signed in place by our President Biden on Tuesday that extended different credits and to be able to help small business. So how is this Reduction Act going to help small business? How this bill is going to significantly help small businesses? And the way that it's going to help small businesses is a refundable research and development tax credit for small businesses. So it's raising from $250,000 to $5,000. So if you're a small business owner and you utilize the credit for research and development, if you're currently utilizing that credit, it has increased from $250,000 to $500,000. If you're not utilizing that credit, please give our office a call to see if you qualify for that credit. That credit can be applied against payroll taxes and a wide variety of expenses, including product development and technology. So if your industry warrants you to have payroll taxes or development in technology or some area in technology, definitely you should be taking advantage of this credit. And it has increased from $250,000 to $500,000. That is something that has been implemented in this bill, and it's a significant increase, and it's critical to small business owners to be able to have that increase. So that helps tremendously if you are a small business owner and you're utilizing the research and development credit. If you're not utilizing the research and development credit and you believe that you should be, definitely give our office a call at Precise Business Management, and we can look over your business to see if it's something that you should be taking advantage of. So again, today's show is sponsored by Precise Business Management for all your accounting and tax needs. If you are a small business owner and looking to start a business, give us a call at 702-781-8814. 702-781-8814. Again, this is Lydia, your favorite accountant, and you're listening to the All the Way Up radio show. Yesterday, I had the honor to be able to talk at my church, to speak at my church with regards to prosperity God's way, and it was a great, great, great opportunity. Again, I just want to thank everyone there for showing up and being a part of that class with Teaching Prosperity. So I've always enjoyed being able to speak to groups or to come out and speak with regards to finance or business or prosperity. I had an opportunity to speak with Shondell Newsom, Newsom Marketing. He invited me out to the Summerlin Library to speak to his group of small business owners, and that was an amazing time. I love coming out and speaking to small business owners. So if you would love to have me come out and speak with regards to finance, to small business, how to run a business, or any of those areas, please feel free to give my office a call, and I'll be more than happy to come and speak to your congregation or speak to your group or a group of small business owners to help them to understand about small business and the benefits of having a small business and if they're taking advantage of all the opportunities out there for them, especially the things that are going on now with the Inflation Reduction Act and how it's going to apply to you. So again, this is Lydia, your favorite accountant. You listen to the All Way Up Radio Show, and we are coming live today at 10 o'clock instead of 10:30. So I'm just excited about this new time slot that we're currently in and to see how it flows and how it works out. Usually I have someone in the studio with me or on the show with me, Sharon B. She's out of town right now, so I definitely am excited for next week. She's going to come back and be able to be on the show with us again and take your questions that you may have regarding taxes or your business. I love answering questions that you may have regarding your taxes or your business or a small business, and to be able to help you to navigate through the waters that you may not be familiar with. So if you have any questions regarding small business or taxes or anything in that arena, please give my office a call or on social media, send us a message on Facebook or Instagram, or go to our website, preciselv.com, and just send us your information or your question, and we'll be more than happy to either put it on the air or call you back and give you a solution to any questions you may have. So again, this is the All Way Up Radio Show. You're listening to Lydia High, and we're talking about this new bill that just was passed, the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022, and how it's going to affect you, not only as a business owner, but for your business, as well as the different changes that's going to impact the IRS tax enforcement that is receiving $80 million in this bill. Yes, they're going to include $80 million additional funding over 10 years for the IRS. What does that look like for business owners or just taxpayers as a whole when it comes to the IRS? We all know that the IRS, it's very difficult to get in touch with them, or you may not be able to get through on their lines because they have been dealing with technology issues for a very long time. They know that they've been in a dire situation, being able to utilize technologies from the 70s to process tax returns, and it has not been a great experience for anyone trying to get in touch with the IRS or trying to get information about paying their tax liability or any information that you may need. So again, I do believe that the IRS is definitely in need of an upgrade for sure. So I was just excited about them getting funds to be able to upgrade technology that they haven't had for a very long time, and being able to bring on more employees and to help that particular unit as far as the IRS enforcement. But how is that going to affect us? How is that going to impact us when it comes to the IRS getting more money and being able to get more people in that corporation? So for this particular bill, the revenue for taxpayers and corporate taxpayers making more than $400,000 a year will be able to pay their fair share. So they feel that they're not paying their fair share, and they're not going to focus on the middle class of Americans. Now the IRS generally focuses, when they're doing audits and scrutinizing small and middle income Americans, because they don't have the employment system there where they have enough employees to go after the high corporations, the wealthy corporations, and the individuals that can afford to pay high expensive lawyers or accountants, and it's unfair for the small business and the middle class. So they get IRS oversight, and because they have this funding, they said that that is not what's going to happen any longer. So it's going to be the end to unfair advantages with regards to oversight for IRS going after the wealthy corporations or individuals that can afford to hire expensive lawyers and expensive accountants to be able to reduce their liability so that they're not paying what they owe as far as their taxes income. But what I say is that I don't necessarily believe that. I have to see that to believe it, because regardless of what they're saying, my concern is that they're generally going to go after the middle class, again, and the small business, but they're going to go after them more often than not. So you say you're not going to go after the rich when you're trying to raise money. The rich can only pay for so much. So again, if you're going after the rich so that you can get more money into the government, they can only pay so much. So I believe that you will continue to do more audits on small businesses. And again, I have clients that are businesses that often earn more than $400,000, but they reinvest that back into their business. So unfortunately, it won't stop tax agencies' efforts from auditing small businesses. I think that they will put more emphasis on small businesses and medium income individuals, taxpayers, because now they have more IRS auditors to be able to do that. That is just Lydia's personal opinion on what I believe is going to happen once the IRS gets this $80 million. So with that said, I do believe that you're going to have to be more mindful, more aware if you're a business owner with regards to your taxes, or if you are a middle class taxpayer, to be more mindful of what that looks like. And again, it's an unfair advantage, but even going after the wealthy is not going to close the margin of what that is. And I think they're going to spend a lot, but fortunately, they're going to spend more of their time and energy going after small business owners, because there's more small business owners and there's more middle class Americans than there are wealthy individuals. So unfortunately, I think that's what it's going to look like. The IRS getting new technology is great, and I think that's something that is definitely needed. Out of the bill, it states that $5 million is allocated for technology and another $25 billion for additional funding to extend and improve the IRS operations and boosting staff levels and being able to modernize outdated processing systems, which is really great. They do need it. And I think improving that, the tax enforcement as far as audits concerned, and being able to get in contact with the IRS and getting some answers and solutions to any questions you may have with regards to the IRS is very critical and very important. But again, like I said, I think they're going to still target small business owners and medium business owners because they won't fight back. And again, they haven't. If you are an individual, a middle class person, and you owe taxes 9 times out of 10, you just pay those taxes. If you get a notice and it says that it's a levy or they're going to levy your account, you just pay them. You don't fight back with them because it's too much of a hassle, and you don't necessarily want to go through the penalties or to get your account levied. So you generally just pay those taxes opposed to getting someone to fight for you or paying the cost to have someone fight on your behalf. So I believe the IRS is still going to go after those individuals, the small business and the medium income individuals. So just be prepared for that if you are that person and you've been doing things a little skew on your taxes and you've been sliding through and you haven't been doing everything the way that you should have and you've just been sliding through. Well, I believe all that is going to change in the next 10 years. It's definitely going to change, and the IRS is going to be more scrutinized on taxes for small business owners and middle class Americans. With that said, you want to make sure that you have a good team on your side, that your tax preparer or your accountant or whomever is preparing your taxes is up to date and current on what the legislation is, what the tax laws are, what your benefits are, and what that looks like, because it's definitely going to change. So again, this is Lydia, your favorite accountant, and you're listening to the All the Way Up Radio Show. And we're talking about the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 that was signed on Tuesday by President Biden, that extended credits for home builders, that increased small business credits with regards to research and development, and also has given $80 million to the IRS. And what that looked like. Obviously, we know that it's definitely the Inflation Reduction Act is definitely going to help with prescription drugs and being able to lower prices, which is very, very good, and also helping us with energy efficient with climate change, because we see that the climate has definitely shifted. I was looking on the news and they were saying that the meteor is getting closer and closer to our planet that they've been talking about for years and years, and that is actually getting closer to our planet. That's why there's so much climate change in our weather that's going on. So just being mindful of what's going on, not only in our country, but the planet as a whole and how it's affecting us. So I'm just really excited about the Inflation Reduction Act and what it's doing for climate change and how it's helping in that arena. So that's very critical, and that's something that we're doing something about. So kudos to the president for doing that. And as we do any legislation, any bill, there's always other things that are encompassed in that bill, and just to make sure we're aware of what they are and how it's going to affect you when it comes to your taxes. So for this coming tax season, there's going to be some legislation that's changed. So be aware of what that is. Definitely make sure that your tax preparer is aware of what the new legislation is and what this bill encompasses and how it's going to affect your business or your personal taxes. Again, this is Lydia, your favorite accountant. You're listening to the All Way Up Radio Show. And if you are looking to have someone, a professional, work with you on your taxes and preparing your taxes and making sure things are in order, give Precise a call at 702-781-8814. 702-781-8814. I always tell individuals, if you haven't done your taxes in the last few years, you want to make sure you're getting your taxes done, because if there's a refund owed to you and you're not doing your taxes, the IRS limits how many years that they will go back and give you your refund. Even though you have 7 years to be able to do your taxes, you only have a limited amount of years that they will give you back your refund. So if you're sitting on possibility of getting a refund in taxes you haven't done, give our office a call and let us help you get that refund and get those taxes in so you do not lose out on what that refund is or what that looks like, or just getting the taxes done. I always tell people that generally during tax season we do our taxes. We don't plan for our taxes. So whatever your tax preparer or your accountant tells you how much you owe or how much you're getting a refund, you're just surprised in April. Oh, what is it? How much do I owe? How much a refund? If you plan ahead, then there would be no surprises. So again, we want to plan for our taxes, not just do our taxes. And this is the best time to do that. So if you have any questions regarding your taxes or regarding anything in regards to your business or your taxes, give Precise a call and give me a call. I would love to be able to talk with you, to hear what's going on with you and how I can help you be able to navigate through any new legislation that's coming down the pipeline. So today I'm talking about the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022. Every week I generally give a quote, and this week the quote is from William Durant. Forget past mistakes, forget failures, forget everything except what you're going to do now and do it. And that's so important because we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. So again, forget about those mistakes. Repent for your mistakes and then just keep moving. And forget about your failures. You learn from them. Of course, you learn from every mistake you have, and that's the goal, to learn from them. But you want to know what you're going to do now and how you're going to get that done, how you become better business owner, a better taxpayer, a better individual, to have morals and characters, and to be able to be better at what it is that you do. That's our goal. So that's the quote for today. Every week I always shout out a business, a small business here in Las Vegas that I want to give acknowledgement to and support to all the time. So if you're a small business owner and you want to get a shout out on your business, definitely give Precise a call and we'll do that. We'll give you a shout out on your business. Talk about your business and how you're doing such a great job here in the community. So if you are a small business owner and you want to be recognized on our show, definitely give us a call. Let me know about your business, what you do, what industry that you're in, and we will give you a shout out on our show because it's critical to us that we help support small businesses. So today we're giving acknowledgement to Cosmic Cleaning Service. Cosmic Cleaning Service They do government buildings, small office buildings. If you have a cleaning job, homes, personal residential offices, and commercial offices, if you have a cleaning job that's needed, definitely give Cosmic a call. Their number is 702-498-9754. 498-9754, Cosmic Cleaning, or you can go to their website, cosmiccleaning.com, and they do an excellent job as far as cleaning not only residential but commercial. So if you're a small business owner and you're looking for someone to come in and clean the carpet or to clean your office on a weekly basis, or commercial buildings, a bank, a government agency, if you're looking for a new cleaning company or your cleaning company is just not doing a great job and you just want to see what else is out there, give Cosmic a call. Robert, he's an awesome person. You tell him that Lydia from Precise Business Management referred you. The number is 702-498-9754. 702-498-9754. Cosmic Cleaning, a janitorial service for all your cleaning needs. Again, this is Lydia High, your favorite accountant, and you're listening to the All Air Radio Show. And today we're talking about the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022. It's all over the news. It's all over the paper, and we're going to hear about it for days and days to come and what's in it and how it's going to affect you. But today I wanted to just bring you a little bit of information about the IRS component and what my thoughts are as far as the IRS component, and as well as how it's affecting you in the home building industry, as well as the small tax credit for research and development tax credit for small businesses. So again, if you are a small business owner and you are looking to start a business or you don't have a business, we do have a workshop, a small business workshop. We do every Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. at 1785 East Sahara. If you want to be a part of that small business workshop, it's a 10-week workshop that is done with an accountant, an attorney, and a financial advisor. An accountant, an attorney, and a financial advisor. I've had Sabrina, the financial advisor, and Michelle on the show. They're awesome ladies, and it's a wealth of information. We are just really enjoying this class, giving so much information. And last week we had our one-on-one with each of the business owners and just giving them insight. So if you're a small business owner and this is something that's going to help you and it helps everyone, definitely give us a call at 702-781-8814, 702-781-8814, 702-781-8814. Again, this is Lydia High, your favorite accountant, and you're listening to the All the Way Up Radio Show. Thank you so much again for tuning in. And if you have any questions, like I always say, I never run out of information. I just run out of time. Again, we will see you on next week, back to our regular scheduled time at 10:30. We will see you next week at 10:30. Continue to be blessed.